So welcome back to RPMbassy. Today's video again is on my all-time favourite band, and of course it's the Sex Pistols. I did do a video, about a month or so ago, because what they're doing, they're releasing 3 vinyls, and what it is, it's the ill-fated last tour of the Sex Pistols when they toured America. The one I'm talking about today was recorded on January the 10th, 1978, and that was the fateful US tour. And this was at Longhorn's Ballroom in Dallas. Remember the one I did last time was the January the 5th, 1978 in Atlanta on red vinyl. That's the one I did in the last video. So the one we're doing today is the Sex Pistols, live in the USA, Longhorn's Ballroom in Dallas, recorded on January the 10th, 1978. I can't believe that's kind of like 40, almost coming on 47 years ago, which is crazy. For me, the Sex Pistols definitely changed the face of music. You've probably heard me say this many a time because I have spoken about the Sex Pistols a lot. So this one here is released on a white vinyl. Here we go. So the inner sleeve. I think it was the same as the last one as well. Let's have a look. Yes, it's exactly the same. So that must have been the actual tour itself. So on here, I loved listening to this. Now, the recording, and the reason I'm going to talk about the sound quality is because I have had a lot of comments about, oh, how's the sound quality? How's this? And I never used to talk about the sound quality because, for me, everyone's different. If I'm talking about the sound quality, this sounds like it's recorded, because you think in the 70s, people used to go and tape concerts and they record them on, like, ghetto blasts. You see them around the neck recording them. It sounds like it's been recorded onto someone who's had a ghetto blast in the crowd. The sound quality is not incredible, but it still feels energetic and raw. The Sex Pistols back then, they were raw. The sound quality is raw. And so you're not just hearing the songs, you're hearing the band in between, the rapport they had with the crowd. You can hear the crowd. So the recording's not the best, but if you like the raw sound of the Sex Pistols, you want that raw recording, this was recorded at that particular time, it's incredible. And it's just great to have it on vinyl. The thing is, these records have been perfectly sequenced in the right order when it comes to concerts. But it's having something that's, Sex Pistols were a creative force, like, that had never been seen before. And I've got the feeling that when they're on the US tour, I don't think people were massive. I think they were afraid of the Sex Pistols because of all the hype before they kind of came across to America and did their stateside tour. I'm looking forward to the next one, which is a famous concert. I'm not going to talk about that yet because I will be doing a video on that. Even in the write-up on this, it talks about the raw production. So just beware if you buy this. It is raw, but it's great listening to it. It's great listening to the rapport, and it's great hearing the kind of visceral aggression coming from, like, John Lydon and, the instrumentation. It's just great. I just love listening to this. Now, on this one as well, they've actually got the original intro from the radio. So obviously, they managed to get hold of the recording of the advertising for this concert from the radio, and it just sounds so 1970s. And just having that alone is just incredible. I absolutely love it. Because remember, these 3 vinyls, it has come out on CD, are documenting the last days of, for me, the greatest band of all time, other than the Beatles, the Sex Pistols. So this is kind of documenting that, the last concerts and the implosion of the Sex Pistols, especially with the next vinyls coming out. I think it's coming out next month. So again, I'll do another video. So the back sleeve has got all the track order, and it's very different. They actually did these in different orders. Thank God, although I have the same vinyl, just recorded in different places. They didn't really change the tracks much. God Save the Queen was always a great opener because obviously that's what they were kind of known for. EMI, Bodies, Belson Was a Gas, Problems, Pretty Vacant, ended on No Fun, which is quite a bizarre track to kind of end on. I probably would have ended on, like, Annick in the UK. Again, it's got all the credits where it was recorded. But the vinyl this time is on white vinyl. So remember the last one from Atlanta was on red, and this is on a gorgeous kind of white vinyl. And I'm glad they did this. I will have these on the wall at some point. Straightforward labels. on white vinyl. So you've got your inner sleeve and the vinyl itself. And then same thing again with like the last album, the live recording. They've got like an inner insert with all the... I thought these were the same. I thought, oh, this is what I got last time, but it's not. These are all the newspaper cuttings from this particular gig. The local newspapers in Dallas. So you've got the actual ticket stub. You've got all the newspaper cuttings that were happening after that particular gig. So that's quite a nice touch as well because, it's brilliant. And it's talking about the gig itself, pictures from the gig itself, what the newspapers were saying about them, around the local area. So it's quite nice to have this with these original newspaper cuttings. I remember what I said last time. I got 2 of them with my last one. Look, 2 exactly the same. So if anyone wants one of these, let me know. I will send it to you. So it's so good having this, and I'm so chuffed that we're still getting stuff from the Sex Pistols. It's a shame they would no longer play together. I mean, there is an arcane incarnation of the Sex Pistols doing the rounds, but it's not the Sex Pistols that I want to go and see. I was lucky enough to see him in 2002, 2003 with the original lineup with Glenn Matlock at Crystal Palace. So that was a dream come true because I thought I'd never ever see them live. Brilliant. So if you're a Sex Pistols fan, or if you want to listen to a band that changed the face of music as we know it, other than the Beatles, I'm sure I'm going to get some comments saying that's not the case. But this band influenced a lot of bands, and I probably said this in my last video. A lot of kind of bands that became big were influenced by seeing the Sex Pistols. Incredible. Listen to this record. Listen to how visceral this record is, and the band and the energy that they're throwing up. It's just incredible. As I said, if you're looking for sound quality, this isn't for you. If you're looking for pure energy and a live performance, this is for you. So that is the Sex Pistols. January the 10th, 1978, live at Longhall's Ballroom on white vinyl with a nice insert as well. It's great to have on vinyl as well, the implosion of the Sex Pistols gig by gig. So there is going to be a third one, so just be aware there will be a third one on different colour vinyl. I'm not sure what colour vinyl it is. But if you can get hold of these, should be in everyone's collection. Anything to do with the Sex Pistols. And at some point I will do Never Mind the Bollocks, but it's probably been overdone. But please get this. It's incredible, especially the intro, the radio ad is brilliant. Just to have that on vinyl. Enjoy that, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.